until we get to now this presentation. Okay. Welcome to CyberC's general body meeting. This is our third one, I think, of this semester. So welcome everybody. It's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Legal stuff. We are registered with this university. Okay, please sign in. If you're new, this is how we track attendance for various things that we do. University wants us to do it, so we'll do it. So please sign in. Okay. If you're new, this is a link. This is our link tree. It has everything that we ever have on there. So our Discord, Instagram, website, etc., etc. It's a pretty cool thing. We are hosting Bearcat CTF. If you haven't heard about it, we are running a CTF on February 3rd. It's 24 hours in the Innovation Hub. It's a pretty good way to meet people who go to the university, also in cybersecurity, and learn some new things. If you've never done a CTF before, it's essentially just a bunch of like cybersecurity related problems. They could be anything. It could be open source intelligence, cryptography, reverse engineering, all sorts of different things. Pretty fun. You don't have to stay the entire time, but the 1819 will be open for the full 24 hours. And that's the registration. If you go to bearcatctf.io, that's also where you'll find that. Announcements. So next week, our meeting is going to be a little bit different. We're doing a Bearcat CTF Q&A session, so we're going to probably have a bunch of people, hopefully, in this room. Basically just ask questions about Bearcat CTF being registered, and kind of just get the lowdown on what's going on. Access CTF. Oh yeah, there'll also be food for that event as well, free food. So that's also a plus. The actual Bearcat will be on February 3rd, like I said. And there's another CTF going on, being ran by ACM on the 24th called RevUC. Yeah.
Well, that's the Rev is just a hackathon.
Hackathon, yes. Hackathon.
Yeah.
It's not a CTF, but yeah.
Still a cool thing.
Still a cool thing. They're promoting Bearcat, so I'll promote theirs.
They have a very pretty website.
Yes. Ours is also pretty.
No, I was gonna.
And we're also planning on having a social event the weekend after Bearcat, so we'll probably just be in here just playing games and just hanging out. Really.
Free food.
Maybe. Wait. What?
Food for the social event.
Oh wait. Yeah. Sorry. Wait. Sorry. There's food for the social event. I don't know if there's food for Bearcat. I don't think there's not food for Bearcat. Never mind.
No, yeah, there's no food. There's no food for the Bearcat CTF Q&A.
Yes.
There's free meals at Bearcat CTF
yes.
itself, and there is going to be free food
at social event.
Social event.
Yes. Too much food and too much.
Too many things to keep track
of. Okay. Last week, I did a cool talk about like red teaming, what it is, and also gave a cool little demo about using Google Calendars as C2. That's pretty cool. News for the week. There's actually a bunch of random things that were kind of important. So, Viola North America got hit with ransomware. They are a water treatment plant in North America. It only affected payment systems, not the water service, thankfully. But that's a very big thing because people go out their critical infrastructure, and if they mess with the water, oh boy. I saw this is kind of funny. The director of CISA was swatted. That was really just nothing to do with cybersecurity, but I was like, what, that's kind of fun. I don't know how I missed this, but Subway got hit with ransomware like a few weeks ago, I guess. And Lockbit is claiming responsibility for it, and they are going to be releasing the data that they got from it on February 2nd if they don't get paid. So if you want to get some Subway data, February 2nd is a date for you.
$5 for months purchase.
Yeah, seriously. This was a really convoluted story, which I'm going to try and condense very shortly. So there's a public Trello API, which Trello is like they're like a task project management system tool, very popular. We used it. There's a public Trello API that was successfully used to link private email addresses to about 15 million accounts. So the email, you're not supposed to be able to link an email address to someone's account. That email address is supposed to be private, but by using this API, someone was able to do this, and they leaked at all. They're able to abuse the API just by using simple IP address rotation and proxies. So yeah, that's cool. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, Twitter account was hacked via SIM swapping. SIM swapping is essentially like your phone, you trick the ISP that your phone is someone else's phone, and then you're able to like get the text messages. They did not have they did not have MFA set up actually at all, and even if they did, it would not have worked if they had like the SMS on. But if they had like a separate app like Duo, probably would have stopped it. There wasn't really anything that happened out of it. They really just like someone was just like posting something earlier than it should have been, but it's kind of just like the SEC got their Twitter account hacked. The Brave browser is ending their strict fingerprinting protection mode. Just they said that nobody uses it, so they say it would. So that's cool. Basically, just mess with all websites' functionalities because it was disabling a lot of things. Microsoft got breached by I think it was it Russian or China? I forget. But the APT Group 29, Nobelium, they stole emails from an executive staff. They were actually looking for emails about themselves within Microsoft's internal systems, so it's pretty cool. There was the mother of all breaches, is what they're calling it, MOAB. It essentially is not new data, but is a collection of exposed data that has been out for a while, and it contains 26 billion different records, equaling about 12 terabytes. So if you want a one-stop shop for a lot of data that's been leaked, mother of all breaches is where you want to go. The VF Corporation, who owns very big brands like Vans and North Face, they confirmed that over 35 million customers had their personal data stolen in a cyber attack that I think happened about a month ago, but they just now released that number. That's all I had for news. Does anybody have the news they saw that they want to share with us? Cool. Okay, that is it for me. Nyla is going to take over, talk about some cool things. That's set up.
Wait. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, there's no yes.
No, hit it. I think it was tire screen.
Screen one. Ooh, I don't know.
We'll find out.
This, like, wait, yes, maybe. Yeah.
Hello. Cool. And then I'll do this. Please get off that. Okay. You see a deer.
Here? Oh.
Is that your screen too?
Yeah. Maybe they can just enjoy the deer.
No.
Okay, hang on. Let me try on screen two. Oh,
Why is there even a screen?
I don't know.
Why is this picking up screen two?
Well, maybe I can just
Do screen one.
Screen one gets a deer.
Do screen one.
Okay.
Screen one's what you want to do. For some reason, it's picking this, and we'll just finagle the hell out of this. Are you sharing?
Yeah.
It should. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know why you have two screens on it.
I don't either.
That's bizarre.
I think I probably broke something a while ago and I just never had this issue.
Oh, shit. I should do that.
Ah.
Okay, we're gonna do it like this, I guess, because it's being weird. All right, cool. All yours.
Okay. Okay. Hi. So I am doing a presentation on Google hacking and SDR hacking. How many of you guys know about like Google Dorks and stuff? Okay. So like, can anybody give me an example of a Google Dork real quick? If you can't, this is really good.
Google Dorks, it's the like site colon. Is it like the specifications?
Yes. Okay, good. I'm so happy that you guys know nothing about this. I was so worried. All right. So first of all, disclaimer. Don't go hacking random websites that you find on the internet. Don't do it, please. You're not good enough if you're just now learning about Google Dorks like this to not get caught. So, I even did a Space Odyssey, 2001. All the information is yours, except don't be stupid. Attempt no landing there. Use it together and use it in peace, okay? Anywho, so Google Dorks, like Josh said, is kind of like quotation marks, and like it's a way to narrow down a Google search, basically. So like you can like type in like cache youtube.com. You can see the cache of YouTube, all in text, which is basically just a better quotation mark system to find like specific words. So that's cool, but why? Google does not only store HTTP or HTTPS. It stores FTP servers, SSH keys, live webcams, etc., etc. And where there's an open FTP server, there's usually poor security infrastructure. Unless it's a honeypot, keep that in mind. Another thing, like I said, do not go try to hack these because it's probably a honeypot, especially the government websites I'm about to talk about. So, as you can see, super small. If you type in title index of in URL FTP, it will pull up a whole bunch of open FTP servers. So you can go finagle with them, but not actually. It's just nice to look. It's good to observe. This is my personal favorite. I did not put the actual command for this, but basically, if you type in the search for an env file, it will give you the username and passwords of like MariaDB like servers and like anything else that you can think of. Specifically, what's the thing that we use? For the record, GitLab. Yes, you can find GitLab passwords with this, which is why it's all censored, because everything that you see that is marked out is a username or password that you can use. You can just go type it in. It's fun. Isn't that fun? You can also look up government files. Now, this is going to get really close to like, if you're under contract, maybe you should leave, but it's not going to cross that line. I promise. Like it's going to really get it, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So you just gotta ride the wave with me, okay? So you can look up open webcams. You can watch a nice beach in, where is this? Puerto Rico. Cool stuff. Great. You can look at the government files like I was talking about, because some of them just left it open. Like you can get an authorization of restricted funds from the Georgia government. So cool stuff. Don't actually use these though, because chances are if it's out there, they want you to find it. Man, if only there was a way to streamline this process. If only I didn't have to type all this. Yes, there is a way. Shodan.io. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a whole website for this.
Are you on UC's internet?
No, I'm on my phone hotspot.
Can I say because it's blocked?
Yeah. But just in case, I'm gonna reconnect to my hotspot. Okay, so you can basically just go on this website, and at one point they had this whole scandal where you could find. Okay. Next to the arrow? What arrow? I'm like 50, dude. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can basically just go on here and find like open Cisco servers if you wanted to. Yeah. My personal favorites is to look at the open SSH ports that people have, and it's usually like random people in other countries. I did not open an SSH. That's illegal. Don't do that. But you can look at them and see where all the hustle and bustle is coming from. I actually am a little worried about showing examples on this one. So I will just click on like something that's not crazy, like default. So anything that has a list of like usernames or default, stuff, you can go look at that. Do nothing with it, but look at it. Cool stuff.
Like fine art.
Yeah.
Appreciate it from afar.
It's just like, it's nice to know that it's out there. This is all for reconnaissance purposes. Like, let's say you're working on a contract and you're under contract legally. You can go and use Shodan to kind of look for the company that you're pen testing and see if they have any open ports on Shodan. All easy. Isn't that nice? Moving on. So, yeah. Yeah, you can find baby monitors, security cameras, water treatment facilities, prison payphones, nuclear power plants, all sorts of stuff. I really went and did a lot of research. It's a little scary, so make sure your stuff is closed when it's supposed to be closed for all of you new web server people. Yeah, once again, if you want to go do this, there are legal ways to go and enjoy your hacker skills. There's this Google cheese one that you can do. It's a cheese website dedicated to cheese. Hack it to your heart's content. Over the Wire is also pretty good. Feels like you're doing stuff you're not supposed to, but completely safe and contained. Anyways, so moving on from that, I just wanted to talk about Google Dorks because I really like it and I think it's something interesting. So we have Hollywood hacking now. This is my personal favorite section. So we're going to be using the SET toolkit, like the social engineering toolkit, and we're going to clone a website and steal passwords. So that's going to be cool. Yes. You can clone any login page that you want. So this is my favorite like script kiddie application. I usually show people this when I'm first starting out like giving talks because it's big and shiny and it's that Hollywood hacking I was talking about because you just get to hit buttons and yeah. So I'm not gonna show how to actually make the website like look like the title because I don't want that anywhere near me. But I can copy the Facebook login. Yay. So in another universe, you could use this to also do some more pen testing and cover this up with like a link shortener or something. We hope that it loads because my internet's really slow right now. Possibly swap to a different Wi-Fi. The connection is not good. Okay, in a perfect world, you would see the Facebook login come up because it did it 5 times today, and now it's deciding not to work because why would it? So instead of that, I'm going to show you guys how to use Beef. Everybody loves Beef. It's the browser exploitation framework project. Good stuff. But let's see here. So we're going to go to the advanced version, Meet. And then we're going to drag in the hook me. And this is what you do to a website that you have complete permission to do this to. And then you can go to commands and do whatever you want. My personal favorite is to go down to the social engineering one and do Clippy. Because then when you go back to the page, Clippy will pop up somewhere eventually. Here we go. Yay, there he is in the corner. Covered up by the, he's there, I swear. And then we also have one of my personal favorites, which is the fake notifications. You can make it say whatever you want, but for time's sake, yay! So you can do this to like any website that has poor security. Definitely not the ones that you would find on Google. Hence the reconnaissance phase. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Moving on from that, sure wish Facebook login would have worked. Okay, so yeah, you guys kind of see what I'm talking about when I say Hollywood hacking, because there was no skill involved in that. I hit 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, and then it gave me the option to clone a page. So yeah. So you guys are thinking I wouldn't fall for that. Your parents would. So make sure your parents know that it is super easy to get one of those security locks, the SSL certifications. Very easy, free for 90 days if you go to the website on the bottom. WordPress even gives you a tutorial on how to copy sites. So make sure all of your friends know that that is something to look out for. But, oh no, the domain name I want to use is taken. I want to recreate facebook.com. Not to worry, my friend. That's right, DNS spoofing. I sure do love the Russian alphabet. So first of all, do we know what Unicode is? Okay, so do we know what DNS is? Okay, good stuff. Basically, this is what DNS does, if you don't know. The issue for the spoofing comes from this. Can you guys tell these apart without the boxes on the bottom? No? You lie.
One of them is taller.
Yes.
You guys are.
But like, if you were just glancing at something that looked legit and there was, you'd be cooked. So this is the Latin A, and that's the Cyrillic A. Oh no! the free Unicode. So this will take me to Apple's. This will take me to Bad Bad Evil website. So, okay, they did patch this eventually. Like Apple's bought up like all the variations of their, site names. But if you went to a small enough, like you really attacked the niche community, you could probably do it. Don't. So what have we learned? With the right Google queries, some random companies could have a very bad day. And with the right streamlined access, Shodan.io, first-time IT students could be having a very bad day with their little websites that they're probably making for their web design classes right now. Somebody could go in and jack your stuff up, make sure you're using PHP and all the proper settings. And make sure your friends know that SSL certificates are easily faked. My favorite part. Okay, so this is about software-defined radio, the FDA, and not going to jail. So what is SDR? It's basically stuff that you see in aircraft, GPS, phones, RFD, cards, anything you can think of that taps. Those giant boats use it because they're GPS, so you could crash a boat technically with it. If your amplifier and thingy was strong enough, but I tripped, fell, and snapped my good one in half. So we're using this one. Here's a little demo. Okay, whoa, pretty colors, isn't that nice? So the general gist is this. Oh, wait. America uses $315 for their broadcasting. And so does Japan. But places in Europe uses like in the 4. Anyways, oh, you see that little movement there? Whoa. Yay, this is my car key fob. So I know what you're thinking. Do not replay your car keys. Do not record that and replay your car keys. You will jack it up. You will have to spend $400 on a new key fob because if you send it at the wrong time, it will cause your key fob to kind of stutter, and then it will just stop working. Yeah, don't do this unless you're the owner of the vehicle, have lots of dough to spend, or you drive any of the vulnerable Nissan models. Yeah, those poor Kia drivers. Okay, so let's talk about intercepting aircraft. What?
Can you explain how like that whole demo worked?
Yes. Okay, what do you want to know?
What was it?
What happened? You showed us a blue screen and then you tapped your thing. and
Okay,
then-
yeah.
It looked really cool though.
Okay, so
No. Come on, I just don't want that.
when you do
What
this,
is that?
what is this? This?
What the blue thing? What is
Oh,
that?
this is noise.
But like, what's the program? What does it do? What is it?
Oh, okay, so this is
Just a little bit more context.
GQRX. This is the 2.14 version. You could really use anything. I actually later. What do you mean?
What is the application?
What is the application?
It scans for noise.
Radio.
Yes.
Radio frequency. Okay. Because
And what is your key fob out?
What?
I don't think there was that
Actually uses IR.
Yeah. I do talk about lasers later, so that'll be fun. Yeah. So this basically, like, it's. You guys know about the flipper. The flipper can do this, but in a much more easy and like discreet way, where you basically scan on the frequency that you need and then record it and then replay it. So like, you guys know how you pay for parking every year? Yeah. So like, yeah.
those tags are actually encrypted. So.
Yes, exactly. I was gonna get to that. So like, it works on stuff that like MFARE only has like 32 keys. So technically, you could just cycle through MFARE until you found the thing for like a subway thing, if you were pen testing for them legally. Yeah. So this basically, I just set this bad boy up and I scan for the noises that I'm tuned into. Yeah, I usually stay on 315 because that's where stuff operates from usually. But headphones are like way lower, and this does not go as low as headphones are, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, yeah. So once again, don't replay your car keys because you will cause a roll jam, and that's not good.
Do you have experience with that?
So intercepting
Is that why Honda's in all caps?
So the ITU, which is the International Telecommunication Union, handles all the frequencies on the radio spectrum. You usually hear them in regards to like planes and whatnot. And you can ignore the frequency stuff because it's kind of complicated. But for the record, you want to stay in a very high frequency because high frequency is kind of bad and you can't really see anything. So we're going to be using AM for this because AM stretches farther than FM. And under the right signals, you can watch Elon Musk flying this little plane. Unfortunately, like I said, I did trip and fall and break this. So when I tried to run this on Dragon OS, which is the SDR-made Linux software, it was not wanting to give me plane activity because this is not strong enough. I don't have the amplifier with me, so this is what we're dealing with. While this loads up, I will show you what it would have looked like if it worked. So yeah, we would be seeing this fly high, my metal amplifier, $40 down the drain. But yeah, so I will show you guys around the OS first if you ever wanted to get into this. which, by the way, all the links to everything is like somewhere, like they're all hidden in the slides that they correspond to. So if you wanted to look at that. But basically, what should have happened is, go. Okay, so what this does is it basically is like a really good driver for your SDR. It automates everything instead of having to like type in the individual commands to make it do like the call replies, the scanning for the planes, all that. This does it for you. So Dragon OS is like basically your go-to for any of that. But yeah, so like you can see like it's tracking the altitude and longitude of everything. But yeah, it's just not feeling it today, considering the circumstances. Anywho, so yeah, let's talk about the Food Administration and lasers. The FCC, I don't like messing with them. They will send you to jail for like 15 years. But
Sorry, speaking of the SDR, I just thought it was the difference between listening and transmitting SDRs.
yes.
I want to don't transmit.
Yeah, don't transmit at all. Even if you think it's like, it's only 5 feet somewhere, you're breaking a law. Yeah, but the FDA on the other hand, they handle lasers. Let's talk about theoretical hacking the police. So, yeah, so this would have been more interesting if my poor little antenna lived, but we can talk about LiDAR. I didn't make this because even though it's 100% legal, you could go do this. You could, but don't do it because eventually they're going to get privy to it, and then you're just committing crime and you don't know it. Like it's kind of like driving with an expired license. You know, they just get you on it, and then you can't drive anymore. So yeah, law enforcement uses LiDAR because radar can be detected by like fuzzers and scanners and whatnot. So like radar is similar to like wireless internet or like your microwave. Like if you've ever turned on your microwave and then your Valorant disconnects for some reason, there you go. That's your answer. So to avoid being detected, cops swap to LiDAR, and now nobody knows what the heck's going on, except for us. So once again, laser jamming is legal, except in California, Minnesota, Utah, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Illinois, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Virginia.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, is it? Oh wait, no, I read it backwards. It's legal in Ohio.
Yes.
So the LiDAR gun sends like, it's kind of like the Doppler effect. If you think about it, it sends out a series of pulses and it waits for a return. So the gun thing here is it's measuring your distance. It knows only how far away you are, and then like as the seconds go by, if you hit it at just the right time, you can kind of jack with it. But the point is, the gun measures hundreds of times in a second, like super fast. So this is what you could put together to make all that work. This is available on GitHub. I did not bring it in because I never made it.
Could you describe what it is?
Yes. Basically, should be on the next. Oh, no. Okay. All right. So when you look at this, it does everything that I just talked about. It scans for like this is the laser. That thing right there. That's the laser. And that's the LED array, which reflects the thing. It's literally that simple. Like that's it. Like here's the Amazon. Like it's 4 things. Like it is. There's nothing. There's really nothing to explain. It gets hit with the laser or the LiDAR, and then it reflects it back at whatever speed you want it to be at, which you can configure with the little program that connects to it. But this is not a good idea because you have to change it all the time, and Google has changed their API to where even if you tried to connect it to the speed limit, it will not work. So don't try to get around that either because you will probably mess up some of your stuff. So basically, you could set it to 65, but then let's say you're going through a rural area and it says the speed limit's 25, you're going 65 on a 25. So let's not do that because once again, like I said, the Google API will not update this live anymore.
You could theoretically hook it up to your car's computer and then just siphon off the speed from your car's computer, subtract 15 miles per hour.
Some of us have 2008 cars.
All cars since like the 90s have a serial port in them.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. Say you heard it from Josh. Go ham.
Wait, no, don't.
Get it ham.
What did you do? Don't say Josh told you.
Get it ham radio, guys. Go ham. Hilarious. So yeah, that's really all I have. Thanks. If you have any questions, you can email me. I can probably. Yeah. It'll be fun, you know. Yeah, but yeah, any questions? No? You're good? Okay. Thank you.
Some of you guys came in a little bit late. If you came in late, please, maybe sign in for attendance, please. That's very helpful for us. Otherwise,
if you're online, go ahead and sign it anyway.
yeah, if you're online, sign in anyway. That is all we've got. Thank you guys for coming. Again, next week is going to be hopefully a fair amount of people in here for Bearcat Q&A. So hope if you're not doing Bearcat and you are maybe thinking about it, you should do it. It'll be fun. We're gonna have a bunch of members on site helping out people. So looking forward to it.
Driving a bus.
Yeah. Oh, there's prizes. Yeah. So,
Oh yeah. Well, we have prizes on the website now.
yes, we do. If I can do that. So we have prizes. So first place gets 1 year VIP plus of Hack the Box, as well as maybe Bearcat GTF t-shirts. Second place gets a month of VIP plus Hack the Box, plus each person gets a Wi-Fi pineapple. And then third place gets a 1 month VIP, Hack the Box, and USB over Duckies. So there are prizes. And in order to be eligible for the prizes, you have to be in person. So you gotta be in person for at least some of them. Cool. All right. I'm in the stream. See ya.